in transformer. One is we are having iron piece and windings. In iron piece, iron is nothing but core. Core loss will be there. Second one is copper coil. In coil, we'll have copper loss. Only two losses. In the winding, that is coil, copper loss. Second one is core. Core means iron loss. Core is made up of iron piece. There are two losses in the transformer. One is copper loss and the one is iron loss. For determining the iron loss, for determining the core loss, iron or core loss, both are one and same, we will apply no load test. First test is no load test. No load test is called open circuit test. Write down in your notes. Transformer is having two losses. One is copper, first one is iron loss or core loss. First one is iron loss or core loss. First one is iron or core loss because core is made up of iron. Second one is copper loss. Where copper loss will occur? Copper loss, where it will occur? In winding, primary winding and secondary winding. Winding means coil. Okay. Copper loss will occur in the coil. Coil means primary winding and secondary winding. There are two windings. In the windings, copper loss will occur. Is it clear? Two losses are there. One is iron loss in the iron piece. That is core loss. Iron loss means core loss. Core is nothing but iron piece. Second one is copper loss. Copper loss will occur in the winding, copper coil. Copper loss will occur in the winding, copper coil. Okay, two losses will there. So first one, iron loss. Iron loss is determined by using open circuit test. Right down. Iron loss can be determined from open circuit test of transformer. Iron loss is determined from open circuit test of transformer. What is the other name of open circuit test? No load test. Other name of open circuit test is no load test. Other name of open circuit test is no load test. In open circuit, voltage is there or current is there?
Voltage.
Voltage. In open circuit, voltage is there. That is why we will apply rated voltage in open circuit. Write down note. In open circuit, we will apply the rated voltage. In OC test, open circuit test. In OC test, we will apply rated voltage of transformer. In open circuit test, we will apply rated voltage of transformer. Next point. Next point. For determining copper loss, for determining copper loss, for determining copper loss, short circuit test is conducted. SC test. SC test means short circuit test is conducted. Short circuit test is conducted. Comma. Therefore, rated current is applied. Therefore, rated current is applied. Open circuit, what you are applying? Anyone? Open circuit, what you are applying? Voltage or current?
Voltage.
Voltage. In short circuit test,
Current.
current is applied. Open circuit test is used for determining iron loss. Short circuit test is used for determining copper loss. Now we will see what is this open circuit test. No load test or open circuit test. Okay, I will write it on the board. 1 minute.
Sir,
Tell me.
can you send yesterday's recording, sir? Class recording.
I have not sent. Okay, I will send after this class both recordings at a time.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, listen here. This is the primary winding. I am applying the rated. I'm going for the no load test. No load test is also called as OC test. Is also called as open circuit test. Now here, open circuit test means open the secondary terminals. Open circuit test means open the secondary winding. I am not keeping any load here. I am open circuit means. This is N1. This is N2. Here I am drawing the, for core I am drawing the equivalent circuit. For core, this is the resistance RE, this is the reactance XM. For core I am drawing RE and XM because I want to determine the core loss. For representing the core, I am drawing RE and XM. RE is called exciting resistance, write down. RE is equal to exciting resistance. XM is the magnetizing reactance. Write down. RE is the exciting resistance. RE is the exciting resistance. Exciting resistance. XM is the magnetizing reactance. XM is equal to magnetizing reactance. Magnetizing reactance. Why it is called open circuit test means secondary winding is open. See here, N2 is open circuited. Terminals are open circuited, secondary winding. In open circuit, what I had told in open circuit test, we had to apply the rated voltage. Let us take for transformer rated voltage is 230 volts. Current is 5 ampere. Let us assume rated voltage in our lab we are having the transformer maximum rating 230 volts. Single phase transformer I am saying. 230 volts maximum voltage for rated transformer. And rated current is 5 ampere. Why rated values are given for any machine? For any machine, why rated values are given? While purchasing your transformer, right?
Yes, sir.
Because why? We should not apply beyond 230 volts. When we purchase any transformer or DC motor or a DC generator, AC motor, even in your house you are having AC. While purchasing AC, they'll give one specification sheet. In that they'll mention voltage, current, power. Why they'll mention voltage, current, power means we should not apply beyond that voltage. If you apply beyond that voltage, that machine will be damaged. Your AC will be damaged. This is the maximum voltage you can apply to the machine. So now transformer, in our lab we are having 230 volts, 5 ampere transformer. So in open circuit test, we have to apply rated voltage, 230 volts. For what? By applying rated voltage, what you are determining? What you are determining? Iron loss. Suppose in case if you apply only 200 volts or 180 volts or 150 volts, we won't get complete iron loss. We won't get the complete iron loss. For getting the complete iron loss of the transformer, iron is nothing but core. I have already explained how core is formed. If you want to determine what is the loss that is going to occur in the transformer, we have to apply complete rated voltage. We should not apply 210 volts, 220 like that. It won't give the complete iron loss. That is the reason why we have to apply rated voltage, 230 volts. Now here I am taking V1 is equal to 230 volts. V1 is 230 because in our lab we are having 230. When you apply 230 volts V1, what is your V2? In open circuit, you have your voltage. V2 is the open circuit voltage. What is V2 now?
0.
Open circuit voltage, I am saying. In open circuit, voltage will be there. In parallel, voltage will be equal or not? So V1 is equal to V2. When you are applying 230 volts, current is 0. In open circuit, your current is 0, I is 0. If you provide the closed path, current will flow. In open circuit, current is 0, but in open circuit, voltage is there. How much voltage means 230? Because in parallel, voltages are equal. Whatever the voltage you are applying at the supply side, the voltage V1 is equal to V2. Okay. Now, by applying the rated voltage in the open circuit, we can get the complete iron loss. What is that iron loss? See here. Iron loss W1 is equal to V1 I naught. Your current is 0 here, but some leakage current, very small amount of current will flow in the core, but very small amount of current is flowing. That is I naught. I naught is the current flowing here when you apply supply voltage. This I naught is dividing here. These two are parallel. RE and XM are parallel. RE and XM are parallel. This current will divide at this node point as IE and IO. Right down. I naught is equal to no load current. Right down. I naught is equal to no load current. I naught is equal to no load current. IE is equal to exciting current. Sometimes in some textbooks they will represent IE. In some textbooks they will represent IW. Both are one and same. IE is the exciting current or working current. Some textbooks they will represent IE. Some textbooks they will represent as IW. Okay. IE is equal to IW. Both are one and same. Exciting current or working current. Both are one and same. Next, IM. IM is the where IM is flowing. See the circuit.
Magnetizing reactive.
In XM, IM is the magnetizing current, right? IM is equal to magnetizing current. IM is equal to magnetizing current. Okay. Now apply KCL at this node point. If you apply KCL at this node point, I naught is equal to incoming current is equal to outgoing currents. I naught is equal to IE plus IM. What is W1? Iron loss. W1 is the iron loss. Remember, W1 formula is V1 I naught cos phi naught. V1 I naught cos phi naught. So V1 is the rated voltage. In this formula, V1 is rated voltage. Rated voltage. I naught is no load current. No load current means secondary winding is open circuited. Suppose if rated current is 5 ampere. An example I am telling. Rated current is 5 ampere for transformer. Your no load current is 0.1 ampere. Very, very, very small. Negligible when compared to 5 ampere. Your I naught is the no load current because when there is no load. So let us take in your house. In your house, if you switch off all the bulbs, what is your load in your house? Load into me house lo. Anyone? Fan, bulb, fridge, TV, AC, inverters, all these are the loads. Suppose if you switch off all these loads, if any current is flowing in your house,
No, sir.
that means your current is zero. Load current is zero. Because we are opening, we are not putting any load on your supply. V2 is, that is current is zero, load current. It is not drawing any current if you switch off the loads. Then very small amount of current is flowing in the core of the, now come to transformer. Similarly, your current is zero, but no load current is there. Very small amount, that is 0.1 ampere or 0.2 ampere. Compared to rated current, that is very negligible. That current is flowing in your core. Therefore, iron loss is defined as W1 is equal to V1 I naught cos phi naught. What is phi naught? Cos phi naught? No load power factor. When the load is not there, cos phi naught is the power factor of the no load power factor. Then there is no load. Cos phi naught is called no load. Write down cos phi naught is equal to no load power factor. And phi naught is the angle in between V1 and I naught. Note down. Phi naught is the angle in between V1 and I naught. Phi naught is the angle in between V1 and I naught. Now this is the equivalent circuit for the core. Equivalent circuit for this is the these two. These two are the equivalent circuit for the core I am drawing. Now I will draw the phasor diagram for this. I am taking flux as the reference. I am taking flux. Tell me. I am taking flux as the reference. So where flux is developed? In RE or XM? మీకు ఫ్లక్స్ ఎక్కడ డెవలప్ అవుతుంది RE or XM?
XM.
Because around the current carrying conductor flux is developed. What is the current flowing in XM?
IM.
IM. Therefore I am taking IM. IM and phi are taken on the x-axis. IM and phi are taken on the x-axis. Both are due to flux due to current only IM flux is developed. Now current IE I will take. I am taking IE. IE on the y-axis 90 degrees. If it is pure inductance, angle in between the resistance and inductance is 90 degrees. And V1, where you will take V1? On y-axis. So a resistance RE is there. What is the angle in between voltage and current in resistance? Voltage and current angle. 0 degrees. In resistance, the angle in between voltage and current is 0 degrees. But the angle in between voltage and current in inductance, current lags the voltage by an angle
Pi.
90 degrees. Okay, or phi or 90 degrees. This current is lagging this voltage. In resistance, the angle in between voltage and current. This is the resistance. In resistance, angle in between VE and IM, V1 and IE is 0. But here it is 90 degrees. Okay. And I0 is the resultant of IE plus IM. I0 is the resultant of IE plus IM. Now construct the parallelogram here. Okay, these two will intersect here. These two are parallel lines. These two are the parallel lines. The IM, this is the IM. This is IE. Take the resultant of this. This is your I0. This is your I0. I0 is the resultant of IE and IM. I0 is the resultant of IE and IM. Now tell me, what is phi naught? What is, where you will take the angle phi naught in between? Equation
X
given.
and I naught.
V1 and I naught. V1 and I naught. This is your phi naught. V1 and I naught. Angle in between voltage and current is nothing but phi naught. Angle in between voltage and current V1 and I naught is phi naught. Any doubt in this phasor diagram? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now see here. This is one right angle triangle. This is the right angle triangle. What is this line? IM. This is IM. This line is IE. This line is IE. These two are parallel lines. These two are the parallel lines. Now take this right angle triangle. Your hypotenuse is I naught. In this right angle triangle, hypotenuse is I naught. Therefore, hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. This is one formula. I naught hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. Next one is I am writing cos phi is equal to IE by I naught. Therefore, IE is equal to I naught cos phi naught. Sin phi is equal to Im by I naught. Im is equal to I naught is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can write those formulas. One formula for exciting current is IE is equal to I naught cos phi naught. Im is equal to I naught sin phi naught. Otherwise, this is the horizontal component. Horizontal component is I naught cos phi naught. Vertical component is I naught sin phi naught. Adjacent to phi naught is cos phi naught. Opposite to phi naught is sin phi naught. IE is the adjacent. IE is equal to hypotenuse multiplied by cos phi naught. IE is equal to I naught cos phi naught. Im is equal to I naught sin phi naught. Horizontal component and vertical component. These formulas you should know for doing the problems. Even in your lab also, we'll use these formulas for calculations. In your lab, we'll conduct open circuit test and short circuit test for determining iron loss and copper loss. For determining iron loss, open circuit test is conducted. For determining copper loss, short circuit test is conducted. Open circuit test means secondary terminal is open circuited. Short circuit test means we'll short the secondary winding. Okay, that is the meaning. In open circuit, voltage will be there, and we'll apply the rated voltage for determining the iron loss. So that's all about the theory for iron loss. Iron loss formula is W1 is equal to V1 I naught cos phi naught. Suppose note, write a note. If phi naught is 0, if phi naught is 0, then this I naught will coincide with V1. I naught will coincide with V1 line or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, write down note. If phi naught is 0, IE is equal to I naught. IE is equal to I naught. IE is equal to I naught. Because both are coinciding. Angle is 0. Phi naught is 0 means I naught is coinciding with the line IE. IE is equal to I naught. In some textbooks, they will call IE is equal to IW. Note down, write down note. In some textbooks, instead of IE, they will take it as IW. IW is the working current or exciting current. IW is the working current or exciting current. Both are one and same. We now will do the problem. See, in your textbook, they are taking IW or IE. I is equal to I naught cross line or IW. In some textbooks, instead of IM, they will take I mu. I mu. Instead of magnetizing current IM, in some textbooks, they will take it as I mu. Write down note. IM is equal to I mu. On the screen, it is visible. IM is equal to I mu. I mu is equal to I naught sine phi naught. I mu is equal to Im is equal to I naught sine phi naught. Okay, take down this problem. Write in the question. In some textbooks, they will write it as W1. In some textbooks, they will write it as P1. P1 is the power loss. P1 or W1. Have you written the problem?
Done.
Okay. See here. Iron 400 watts. V1 is I naught cos phi naught, that is equal to 400. Now see, in the first case, are they mentioning any cos phi naught? In the second case, they are mentioning power factor, but in the first case, power factor is given. No load power factor, they
No,
have
sir.
not given. If they are not given, what is the value of cos phi naught?
0.
0. Phi is 0, cos 0 is 1. If phi is 0, see the phasor diagram. I is equal to I naught or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I is equal to, I am taking V1 IE. V1 into IE. That is equal to 400. I want to determine IE now. IE is equal to 400 by V1. V1 is 2200. First, I am determining the exciting current or working current. It is coinciding. I naught is coinciding with IE. Angle is okay, but IE is not equal to I naught because I naught is dividing as IE and IM. We have to determine IE. Determine IE. In the first
0.18.
0.18. Okay. 0.18 ampere. 0.18 ampere. Now we know the relation. I naught square is equal to IE square plus IM square. Determine IM. I know I naught. 0.6 square is equal to 0.18 whole square plus IM square. Determine IM.
.57.
Okay, 0.57. In your textbook also same thing they have given. On the screen it is visible. You can see that. 0.57 ampere. Now come to the second bit. Now come to second bit. What is the power factor they are giving? Cos phi naught.
2.3.
0.3. Okay. 0.3. Again in this problem he is asking us to determine IE and IW. We know IE is equal to I naught cos phi naught. We know I naught and phi naught. What is phi naught value? What is phi naught value?
0.3.
0. That is cos phi naught. Phi naught is equal to cos inverse 0.3. Cos inverse 0.3. Phi naught. How much?
.72.54.
Okay. Now determine IE and IM. I naught is 0.6. Substitute these values here. We will get IE and IM. We have to get these answers on the screen, whatever it is visible. IW is 0.15. IM is 0.476 ampere. Verify it. Are you getting those answers? Are you getting textbook answers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we'll go for the next test. Short circuit test. Now short circuit the secondary terminals. Short circuit the secondary winding. Okay, in short circuit test, what you will determine? Iron loss or copper loss?
Copper loss.
Copper loss. In open circuit test, you have determined iron loss. In short circuit test, we will determine copper loss. Copper loss means power loss. Some textbooks they will call it as PCU. P means power, power loss. Power in copper, power loss in copper. Okay. The formula for copper loss is I square R. So in short circuit, current will flow. In short circuit, current will flow. How much current you have to apply? How much current you have to apply in short circuit? Rated current. Suppose rated current of transformer is 5 ampere. We have to apply full current in short circuit, 5 ampere. Suppose if you apply 3 ampere or 4 ampere or 2 ampere, what will happen? It won't give complete copper loss of the windings. Windings are N1 and N2. In the winding is made up of copper. Winding is made up of copper. Winding is nothing but coil. Coil is the winding. In the winding, winding is made up of copper. For determining the copper loss, we have to determine short circuit test. If you apply 3 ampere or 4 ampere, it won't give complete copper loss of the transformer. That is the reason why you have to apply full current. Suppose if maximum current of the transformer is 5 ampere, you have to apply 5 ampere only. Then it will give complete copper loss of the transformer. If you are applying less current, it won't give complete copper loss. We can't determine the complete copper loss of the transformer, of the windings. That is the reason we have to apply rated current of the transformer. Write down note. Apply rated current of the transformer. Apply rated current of the transformer in short circuit. Apply rated current of the transformer in short circuit. Then we will get complete copper loss. Then we will get complete copper loss of the windings. Then we will get complete copper loss of the windings, because windings are made up of copper. Okay. So here we are determining the winding copper loss. But in the first case, open circuit test, what you are determining? Loss in the iron phase, power loss in the iron phase. In the first case, open circuit test. In second case, in windings, copper loss. What is the loss that is going to occur in the copper winding? That is copper loss. Okay, first test, open circuit test, iron loss. We will apply rated voltage. In second test, short circuit test, we will determine coil. Coil means complete copper loss of the transformer. These are the two losses which we will do in the laboratory, in basic electrical engineering laboratory for transformer. Any doubt in the copper loss and iron? Again, iron loss is classified into two types. One is hysteresis and eddy current loss that I have already explained in the previous classes. Hysteresis, eddy current, all those things. It is separate issue, separate thing. In the complete iron loss W1, both are included. Hysteresis loss and eddy current loss. If you are having doubt, you can ask me now. We have completed tests, open circuit test and short circuit test. Okay, in the next class, we'll go for the equivalent circuit of transformer. In the next class, we'll see equivalent circuit. Already it is the third class for you. I think you have bored. I don't want to continue the class now. In the next class, I will start the equivalent circuit of the transformer. Before that, you read all the things. In the previous class, we have completed EMF equation of transformer, problems on EMF equation of transformer, transformation ratio, and tests we have completed, open circuit and short circuit test. The next class, we will start the equivalent circuit. Okay. Wait for some time, I'll take the attendance. Roll number 3 present or absent? Okay, 3 is absent. 6 is there or not? 6 absent. 11 absent. 13, 18, 19.
Sir, 18 just logged out, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
19.
3 and 11 are also in the meet, sir.
Okay. Because of this, attendance problem is coming for me. If they are going out, 18, 19, 18 is present, 19 is absent. Okay. 6, 13, 19, 22, 23. Okay, 22, 23, and 29.
29 also just logged out, sir.
29, okay. 31, 32, 35, 36. Absent.
So 35 is at last, sir.
Okay, 36 absent. If you are there in the class, you respond 35. Okay, 36. 36 is absent. 43 absent. 49 absent. 50.
Sir, he is in the meet, sir.
Who is that? 50 or 49?
50, sir.
50 is present. Okay. $60 is there. Okay. Okay. Now we can exit.